Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Poyce, is it your testimony that you're saying that telework has not impacted the backlog that Americans are currently experiencing through your perspective and in your jurisdictional authority?
I do not believe that telework's contributed to our backlog.
You don't believe it?
I do not.
Well, that's a stunning testimony. Is virtually every American watching has been impacted in some way in our immediate family or those that we serve, in our community, in our state. We've been subject to very long wait times that have coincided with COVID, when telework largely began. I'm not saying it was created at that time, but surely you know what I'm referring to. We had massive numbers, percentages of our workforce was determined. I disagree with that determination at the time, and I think history will prove men like me correct. But our nation most certainly shifted to a large percentage of its workforce being forced to work from home, including this body. It was not nearly as functional in committee, participating remotely, as it is when we're here and engaged and in person, involved. So are you seriously telling this committee that you're satisfied with telework as compared to on-site, in-person office work and the level of performance that you perceive from each? Is that what you're saying?
So there's many contributing factors here, and again, budget and staffing are probably two of the largest ones. I don't believe that telework is the main contributor to any of our service challenges.
Okay, we're going to agree to disagree because I only have 5 minutes to undo that knot. Let me ask you, sir, regarding the wait times that we're dealing with, how is it that the Social Security can move so fast when the spouse of an elder dies to decrease their benefits, but they got to wait 200, 250 days for a response on an application, through the very efficient telework force that we have in place? How can you move so fast when someone dies? I
mean, I'm not an operational expert. I mean, I'd have to defer that back to our operations experts.
It's just the way it is. And Americans watching and know what I'm talking about. We have an elder in our family, the spouse dies. It's almost immediate that they receive a letter that their benefits are being reduced by a certain amount. And if they dare to have collected for an additional month or so, they get billed for that. The agency seems to work very fast in that case. But across the country, we have waiting times of over 200 days. Ms. Bitter, I'd like to commend some of your workforce, ma'am, operating under challenging conditions. And I would ask you as well, do you think telework has impacted? But I must say that my office's interaction with your office, especially in the New Orleans office, those guys just bend over backwards to help Americans that find themselves in a bind with a passport application. And they seem to work miracles, and I want to extend my gratitude for that. But the larger picture is that I'm concerned about workforce presence in the office across your jurisdictional authority. Would you address that as compared to telework, ma'am?
Thank you, sir, and thank you for the kind words about our New Orleans Passport Agency. We're very proud of them. For our public-facing staff overseas in Washington, people have been working throughout the pandemic, the passport adjudicators since June of 2020. They're throughout this. I can't speak to the broader State Department and what folks are doing. I think In our office, we see plenty of people around. There are days where some people work from home, but for the most part, certainly.
Do you know what the numbers are?
I don't, sir. but
Ma'am,
we
what
can-
the percentages are?
We can get back to
Could
you.
you maybe get back with us?
Yes, of course.
And I would ask the same of Mr. Levins and Mr. Poist, if you could respond to the committee in a given period of time, what the numbers or percentages are for on-site work versus telework. Mr. Chairman, my time has expired. I yield.